Tuesday the 13th of September 2011. A very good morning to you. Welcome to today's United Kingdom talk. Very windy out here today, I must say. Sitting out in the garden, it's kind of sunny and cloudy today, and if you're watching the show just to the left of me, you will see that the seed that I planted not even a week ago now has already sprung into life and is starting to green over the earth where the shed used to be. So that's looking quite nice. It will grow so high, probably leave it there over winter, and then in the spring the idea is you dig that into the ground as it is before it seeds and the flowers come up, and that acts as a sort of green manure. All right. Just been on the runner bean plant. Check this out. Look, a whole large handful here of runner beans, which I'm going to have for my dinner with vegetarian Aunt Bessie's vegetarian toad in the hole. And I've got some tomatoes as well from the tomato plant. And what I'll do with the runner beans and the tomatoes is cut them up, put them on a baking tray, a little bit of olive oil and some, you can either, well, you don't have to put anything on there. You can put salt on there or pepper and shove that in the oven and bake those with the toad in the hole. And the naughty part of today's meal, a nice large portion of McCain oven chips. I'm looking forward to my dinner, Katie. Are you? She's not saying anything. Got the cat on the lap today. She was noisy yesterday. You were noisy yesterday, weren't you? Not getting enough attention. I hope you enjoyed the pizza show yesterday with my friend Simon. Hopefully he'll come round again and we'll do apple pie next time, all right? Maybe he'll come round Saturday, I don't know. Very scary today. On the way to the swimming pool, I generally go to the Virgin Active swimming pool in Wokingham. I cycle there before I come and do this show, and then I come in and I come chat to you straight away. It was very scary. As I cycled along, I noticed a squirrel. And then I noticed another squirrel. And then suddenly, before I know where I was surrounded by 5 of them. They're on the attack. They know I am an enemy of squirrels. It was very, very scary. And then as quick as they came, they disappeared straight up 24 trees. Well, 5 trees, actually. 5 squirrels spotted, all in a space of 10 seconds. Very, very scary. At least they didn't get my cat, did you? My pussy won't be putting up for that, I'm telling you that now. Will you, my darling? All right, then. It's an email show today, boys and girls. Hello to Zach, who says on the subject of governments, mate, what happens to the money, you know, taxes? He says, your government must be magical. I only know of one other type of person that can make taxpayers' money disappear. Should tell them to be careful. Your bunch used to, that's the English, used to burn people at the stake for something like that. What, you mean witches and magicians? It's true. Anyway, chat soon, and that's from Zach. Hello, Zach. Nice to hear from you. Oh, I must have a look at your shows. I haven't been watching your Zach is doing his own shows now. Oh, you haven't got your show address on there. Put your show address on as a signature on all your emails. Get it around so as many people see as possible. Sean says, on the subject of putting peoples in other bins, as you know, I managed to get rid of a few old paving slabs the other week. There wasn't any room wasn't much room left in my bag, so I spread it around the other bins rather naughtily. He said, better than fly tipping, dear. Yes, it is. I hate fly tipping, don't you? Dreadful. You see beautiful areas of country, and it goes on in all. I've seen that everywhere, except Norfolk Island. Didn't see any fly tipping there, but certainly around here now and again you see fly tipping. Dreadful. Hello to Susie. Hello, Susie. All right, in Fulham. Just wondering where you got the theme tune for your show. I find it stays in my head all day, and I am constantly humming it, sometimes without realising it. What you mean? Da 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 da. You see, that's the idea. You get a tune and it hooks you in. The other day, Gary, that's her boyfriend, which is actually my best friend in primary school, asked me if I could stop it, then later noticed he was doing it himself. Do any of your others find it addictive? I don't know, Susie. Does anyone else find the theme music to my show addictive? Anyone else find themselves singing it at odd times? And you ask where I got that from. I'm afraid, Susie, if I told you that, I would have to send the cat round to eat you. I cannot reveal my sources of music and information. The cat, she may look defenceless to you, but she is actually a wild animal waiting to leap into action at my defence. I'm afraid I cannot tell you, Susie, where that tune came from. She says, also, you were talking recently about your bald spot. Oh, you mean this one? Oh, don't. Thank you for mentioning that again. Well, I've heard that castor oil is very good for making hair grow back. Just massage it in at night, and within a few months, you should have a full head of hair. Oh, come off it, Susie. You don't believe that. I don't believe that for one moment. Is it worth giving it a go? Can you imagine the mess on the sheets? You'd have oily sheets, wouldn't you? My sheets are dirty enough as it is, dear, without me starting to put oil all over them as well. Oh, I could just imagine the mess on the sheets. By the way, did you notice that Gary has the same problem when you saw him a few weeks ago? No, I didn't actually, Sue. I didn't notice it. Gary, have you got a bit of a bald spot as well now? It must be something to do with Catholic primary schools. That's all I can say. Thank you, Sue. Nice information. I look forward to meeting you soon. Must meet you soon. Hello to James in, he's near Kent, who says, hi, Chris, you were wondering who did the travel show on LBC 97.3. It is Simon Calder, yes. Someone who I have great respect for that man. Simon Calder's travel show. Now, wherever you are in the world, you can listen to that. It's LBC online. I think it's lbc.co.uk. And if you listen to that on Sunday nights at 7 o'clock UK time, you'll hear Simon Calder's travel show. Highly, highly recommend that show. Okay, really good. James says he's now been on LBC a couple of years. He does a good show, and one of the few that is now on LBC that is good. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, a lot of it's as far as I'm concerned, LBC's a lot of the presenters they've got rid of, or good presenters have left or been got rid of, and been replaced by people who are mediocre. I'm sorry, there are people on there who I just can't stand, and I should name them. You know, Christo. I can't stand Christo, who's on weekdays overnights. Nick Majerison, I can't bear his voice. And Ian Dale, can't stand him. His voice just gets to me. He's got a boring voice. You know what I mean? Doesn't go up and down much. He's got one of the most boring voices I've ever heard. Anthony Davis, however, he's replaced Clive Ball at night time. He's got a good voice, nice voice to listen to. It's not so much about what they're even talking about, it's just the voice. You know how some people have got a really annoying voice, like mine, for example? Must annoy the hell out of you, does it? There's just some people on there I can't stand. Love Ian, love Anthony Davis, love Steve. Oh God, what was his name? Steve. Love Steve Allen. There's a lady on who I quite like. What was her name? Jenny Barnett. Quite like her now. Never used to like her. I do like her now. I can't think who else, actually. I think that's about it. Oh, I like the two politicians on a Saturday. They have, Ken Livingstone and who's the other one? Is it Tony Mellor? Is it Mellor? Might be. It might be someone else. Two politicians they have on a Saturday. That's always a good laugh. James says, I felt that LBC has changed a lot over the years. Oops. And has gone very political. Yes, I agree. And I feel recently, it was sad to see Clive Ball. That was a great loss as far as I'm concerned. Sad to see Clive Ball leave the station, as he is one of the longest service presenters on there. And I was a listener from his early days. I liked his Murder After Midnight series and special guests on the show. Clive Ball was really good. I don't know why he left. I really don't. I hope he returns to radio one day. He was a legend, from James in South East London. Yes, he was. As I say, I quite like Anthony Davis, who has, in fact, replaced Clive. But yes, you're quite right. A lot of the shows have now become very political. Instead of sort of talking about everyday things, as I do on this show, I talk about everyday things. And it's kind of ruined it for me. Instead of being a friend at the end of the radio, it's become this political discussion station, and I don't go along with it, really. It's a shame, really, because they've actually got 2 stations, LBC, one on the AM and one on the FM, and they could have carried on doing what they do on FM and put in the sort of political talk stations on the FM, but I don't know. Hello to Desmond, who says, Chris, you are very famous here in Ghana. We love you. Oh, are you pulling my leg, Desmond? Desmond Tutu. No, that's someone's made-up name, that, isn't it? And Sean also says, people complaining about bald spots, get a hat. I wish I had a hat to wear. Finally today, Tom wrote this in weeks ago, who said, I think you should have a spin-off show of just Katie the cat purring. It's very relaxing. Here, you've got a fan cat. Tom likes you. Do you want to go to Chicago on a little holiday and meet him? Anyway, that's it from the show today. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget watching, rather. The email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. I'll see you on the next show. Bye-bye.